Right. So this is the special meeting which is done today. Today means June, what's the date? June 23rd, right? So June 23rd. So today is Monday and this is the week where the first week starts. So you can start this plan freshly from today itself, right? So first of all, what I'm going to discuss is how to approach the MCQ papers of A levels. And then I'm going to teach you how to write the shadow papers. Now, shadow papers and A-level papers go in parallel with each other. And then people, we are taking another special meeting after August. I mean, August end. Before September, we are taking another special meeting. Before the exam, that is the last special meeting. We are keeping it after the 10th week. Now, between 10th and 11th, somewhere around that. Right? Then we start the exam oriented papers. And then last 3 weeks, there's a special plan I will tell you on this date, on the special meeting number 2, right? So today we are going to discuss about these stuff. Hari, how to do this thing. So this is the most critical time in your A levels, right? You have only this much amount of weeks, right? You have only 20 weeks left. November 9th and then November 10th, you have the exam. Probably you will have the bio MCQ paper first. And then next day, following day, without any breaks, you have the bio essay paper. And then you might have 1 day or 2 days break in middle. And then you have the physics, and then physics MCQ, 1 day holiday, and then you have the physics essay, and then again holiday, and then chemistry, and then chemistry essay paper. Likewise, only you have the first you have bio, physics, and then chemistry. Then paper. Now this is the first week now, June 23rd to 29th. මොකද කරන්න ඕනේ, right? I'm talking only about chemistry, people. I'm not talking about physics and bio here mostly, right? I'm going to first talk about chemistry and finish. I'm not going to take much of your time, maybe around 1 hour, right? Maximum 1 hour I'll take for this special meeting. So from June 23rd to 29th, you can do the 2017 A-level MCQ, which is very important because the shadow paper 1 is created from 2017 paper, right? So shadow paper 1 you're getting on July 7th, right? Next month beginning, next month first week. So next month first week you're getting the shadow paper 1 and you have already done the 2017 paper and you have 2 weeks break, right? 1 week actually. So around 1.5 weeks break you have before doing the shadow paper 1. And also you should know that the shadow paper and the A-level paper is not the same thing. It's not the same thing. I told you there is some photos I have uploaded in the shadow papers group in Telegram. I have uploaded. අර ලොකු වෙනසක් නැහැ. සමහර questions හොට්ට වෙනස්. ඒ කියන්නේ now for example calculations, chemical calculation questions, some questions people I have changed it completely. I have changed it and put a new question into there. හරිද? එතකොට ඒ වගේ අර different questions තියෙනවා, but overall when it comes to statement question, now let's say 2017 A-level paper you have the sulfur. කියන්නේ sulfur වලින් මොකක් හරි question එකක් තියෙනවා. So what I do is I ask the same question from sulfur but with different statements. අර තිබ්බ statements නෙමෙයි අලුත් statements ටිකක්. So what is the use of this for A levels? People in the A levels, what they are doing is they are asking the same question by changing the past paper questions. You will have noticed that when doing the paper, I mean past papers, you have noticed that when you're doing 2024 paper, you will see some questions are asked before and they are a little bit changed. හැම අවුරුද්දෙම ඕක තමයි කරන්නේ. So that is my target for doing the shadow papers. හරිද? Right. Then දැන් ඔහොම යනවානේ, right? 2017, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 and then 2016 and 15 also I want you to do. හරිද? මේ shadow papers හදලා තියෙන 2017, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, right? 24 until 24 you have. There are 8 shadow papers, right? So people, 2016 and 15, I have not shadowed any paper for them, right? You can do the A-level papers for them. Mama shadow කරලා තියෙන්නේ only for first week to 8th week තමයි, right? ඊට පස්සේ අපි මෙතෙන්ට එද්දී you will have finished all these MCQ papers. Now you might have a doubt like this. Now you haven't completed equilibrium, you haven't completed industrial, maybe electrochemistry. Those who are not coming to my classes, maybe I finished electrochemistry for them before. So we have only industrial and then equilibrium to complete. Kinetics also will be completed. within next 2 weeks, we can complete kinetics also. So we have only 2 units remaining to complete the syllabus. Other students who have not done electrochemistry and probably industrial environmental and then what you call equilibrium. So these things you might not have done in the class. එතකොට මොකද කරන්නේ? When you are doing 2017 A-level paper, you will find questions from equilibrium. You will find questions from industrial. You have the chance to leave them. I mean, when you're doing the MCQ paper, you have the chance to leave them out. ඒ ටික මිස් කරලා කරන්න නැත්නම් කරන්න බෑනේ, right? You can't do නේ. You can leave those MCQs and then mark them for later. So once you complete that part in the class, then you can go back to that question and do, because you will not be able to skip one single question from the past paper. හරි එක question එකක්වත් miss කරගන්න බෑ. You have to do everything. Every MCQ you have to go inside the MCQ and then eat it, right? අර MCQ එකෙන් ගන්න බලන ඔක්කොම ටික ගන්න ඕනේ. Every statement, every word, everything is important in the MCQ paper. Because as a person who has achieved 46 MCQs in the A-level paper, ඒක තව හතරක් අඩු වෙලා තියෙන්නේ. දෙකක් මගේ පඬිතකම, අනිත් දෙක වැරදුනා. හරි? දෙකක් මගේ පඬිතකම හින්දා වැරදුනේ මේ. So එච්චර level එකකට යන්න, how are you going to do this? You have to eat all the MCQs in the past papers. ඉස්සෙල්ලා ඒක කරන්න ඕනේ. Every statement question you have to review it. All the past paper MCQs are important. Some people might say they are not important. They will not give the past paper again. They will not give the same past paper again, but they will jumble some questions, they will jumble some statements. හරිද? ඔය ඔක්කොම එන්නේ syllabus එක ඇතුළෙන් නේ people. ඔය syllabus එක ඇතුළෙන් they are going to, now let's say this is the syllabus. This is the syllabus. It's syllabus, right? This is the syllabus. They're asking only a small part inside it. Right? They're asking a very small part inside it. And in order to catch that small part, these papers will help you. මේ papers sticker, දැන් මේ past papers sticker කරනවා, ඊට පස්සේ shadow papers stick කරනවා. ඔය දෙක complete කරාට පස්සේ you will have covered more than usual. ඒ කියන්නේ ගොඩාක් පට්ට ගොඩක් cover කරලා ඉවරයි. Just understand that you don't have to do, I mean, the full syllabus you don't have to memorize. සම්පූර්ණ syllabus එක memorize කරන්න ඕනි කියලා එකක් නෑ. You don't have to know the full syllabus. You just have to get to the point. දැන් මම මේ කියන්නේ S level, F level, C level ඉන්න කට්ටියට, අනිත් කට්ටිය දැන් A level එකේ ඉන්න කට්ටිය, A B level එකේ ඉන්න කට්ටියට නම් ඒක අවුලක් නෑ. They know most of them, right? The people who are in S, F level, people who can score only 30, 40, those people just understand you don't have to know everything. You don't have to know everything. I went to the exam without knowing equilibrium in my first try. I actually got a B. Without knowing equilibrium and then electrochemistry not much, because in the class which I went in my first try had like he was like late to cover the syllabus, and then we rushed in the end and we couldn't do any much questions. So what happened is I went to the exam without doing equilibrium and stuff more deeply. I got a B. So it is okay to miss certain units. මගේ වැරද්දක් තිබ්බා. I had small errors in these what you call the industrial parts and then electrochemistry and those things. I had errors in my first try. Second try එකේ හරි ගියා, right? So what I'm telling is you don't have to know everything to score the maximum out of it, because every question, now look, the first structured essay question is general chemistry. It doesn't involve anything from organic, right? ඒ කියන්නේ ඔයා මේක target කරන්න ඕනේ question by question. Now most people start studying chemistry as a whole unit නේ. කියන සම්පූර්ණ chemistry කියලා පටන් ගන්න. You will take the inorganic book and start reading, right? Start reading from S block. You will keep on reading and nothing will happen. For sure nothing will happen. Your marks will not increase just because you study. හරිද? එහෙම වෙන්නේ නැහැ. ජීවිතේට එහෙම වෙන්නේ නැහැ, right? එහෙම වෙච්ච කෙනෙක් ඉන්නවා නම් කියන්න, right? This is the method. හරිද? දැන් මේ essays approach කරන විදිහ තමයි මේ පැත්තේ තියෙන්නේ. So first 2 weeks, June 23rd to July 6th, you have 2 weeks, right? A 2 weeks you have to do the first structured essay question and the second structured essay question from 2014 to 2024. I know it's a lot of work. You have to do it. ඒ කියන්නේ first structured essay එක ගන්න 2014 to 2024 you have to do it again and again and again. අර උඩ ඉඳන් පළහට කරගෙන යනවා කියන්නේ අන්න ඒ වගේ. You have to start from 2014 and finish at 2024. Once you do this, you will get the pattern. Hari පළවෙනි එක පොඩ්ඩක් වරදි. Maybe 2014 paper you will get only 60 marks. And then 2015 paper, maybe even less, maybe like 50 marks, right? Then 2016 paper you go, then you will get maybe around 70 marks. 2018 paper, 75 marks. 2019 paper, maybe again drop down, 70 marks. What it's like going like this, right? Your marks will be like this. Again, 2024 with you will have learned a lot. What they're asking, part A, they're asking true or false statements, or like from the periodic table. Part B, they're asking from the Lewis structures, then the resonance structures, then that table you get. Every year they are giving the same pattern, right? Same pattern again. A pattern, if you can master, that is the best shortcut you have. Exam that is not the way you should go for an exam. But now you don't have a choice. You have only how much? 20 weeks. Weeks is your only approach is exam oriented studying. Again, paper oriented studying. You don't have the time to cover the full syllabus. Don't be like that. Try to make a exam oriented studying because you have a limited amount of time. You can see here you have only very limited amount of time. What you have to do is that, right? Structure is a number 1, 2014 to 2024. Start doing one after another, right? Maybe around 3 you can do. Next day you can do around 3. Within 2 weeks, you have to complete the first structured essay and second structured essay both. The first structured essay won't take much time. Around 10 minutes maybe it will take. Second structured essay people, inorganic ne. Inorganic පුළුවන් එකට ඔක පුළුවන් බැරි එකට බෑ right ඒ කියන්නේ එහෙම එකක් නේ ඒක if you can do inorganic then he can do that question if you don't know inorganic then you can't do that question then what should be your target completing inorganic correctly හරිද හරියට complete කරගන්න ඕනේ මේ inorganic එක because inorganic is one of the most highly scored area in the paper. Inorganic calling, you get around 25 marks in the A-level paper. Organic calling around 25 marks, right? Inorganic, organic is the biggest part of the syllabus. Chemistry paper එකෙන් වැඩියෙන්ම අහන්නේ organic and inorganic. ඔය දෙකෙන් තමයි වැඩියෙන්ම තියෙන්නේ. So your target should be because people inorganic අන්තිම වෙද්දි බෑ හරියද? Sure and short. මෙන්න මේ හරියට විතර එද්දි inorganic උඹලට කරන්න වෙලාව නැහැ. පොඩ්ඩක්වත් වෙලා නැහැ. You just think, imagine you. Second shy students, you know it. Inorganic may antim hariyete eddi with the stress and all bio also you have to study. Balata etakota bag කරන්න. මේක දැම්ම කරගන්න right. Inorganic you have to start doing from these days. ඒ කියන්නේ මේ හරියෙන් පටන් ගන්න. Maybe when you go to the 6th week you will be good with inorganic. අවුලක් නැහැ right. It's okay. Start doing inorganic now. Inorganic, organic, you have to start doing now. Physical chemistry පොඩ්ඩක් පැත්තකට කරලා තියන්න. First cover the inorganic, organic, first structured essay, second structured essay, electrochemistry. මේක පට්ට ලේසි. හරිද? This one. Essay number 3, free marks. If it was a typical year, it is free marks. හරිද? මේකේ මුකුත් නැහැ මේ electrochemistry and ligands part. Ligands is inorganic. Ligands or D block. It could be ligands or D block. ඒ කියන්නේ D block එකෙන් අහන්නත් පුළුවන්. මේ ligands or D block. ඔය දෙකෙන් එකක් තමයි එන්නේ. But people may essay number 3 එක from 150 you can score 100 easily. බලගේ ටාගට් එක වෙන්න ඕනේ ඒකට යන එකනේ. Not A+ නේ rank දාන්න නෙමෙයි උඹලා මෙතන ඉන්නේ right. You are not here to put ranks right. Most of you maybe right. උඹලා මෙතෙන්ට ඇවිල්ලා ඉන්නේ rank එකක් දාන්නද? ඔව් rank එකක් දාන්න නම් you will have to do more than this. Because this plan is for you to get an A. Make a එකක් දානවා නම් පට්ට plan එකක්. But if you want to get an A plus 90 marks, 95 marks, MCQs 50න් 50 වගේ ගහනවා නම් මේක මදි. This is not enough. Then what else should you do in order to get 90 marks, 85 marks, 99 marks, 98 marks? How to get that? People ඒක මෙතන ඉඳන් පටන් ගන්න වැඩක් නෙමෙයි. You can't start it from here and get it. ඒක මෙතන ඉඳන් පටන් ගන්න පුළුවන් වැඩක් නෙවෙයි. That's impossible, but some people can do it. But most of you, it's not capable of doing starting from here. Starting from 30 marks, imagine getting 95 marks. ඒක අර පට්ට يعني ඌ මීටරයක් වෙන්න ඕන එකක්. හරිද? ඒ කියන්නේ he should be a fully, I mean ඌ පට්ට මීටරයක් වෙන්න ඕනේ. He should be someone who has a higher IQ and he's not working. එහෙම කරපු කට්ටිය ඉන්නවා. Some people are there first shy 3F. First shy 3F, second shy 3A. අර 3F to 3A. එහෙම වෙනවද? ඔව් වෙනවා, but only for special cases. First shy, that person has wasted all of his time doing something nonsense without trying on A levels. එතකොට උට 3F එක එනවා. However, in the next shy, he has understood that and he has applied his IQ on that A levels and then he has gone to an A. ඕකනේ වැඩේ. හරි. ඊට පස්සේ ඒ වගේ කට්ටිය very rare. That is not always happening. Right? It's not always happening. It's not real. ඒක පට්ට අමාරුයි. Right? 3A's ගන්න එක අමාරුයි. ඒක හරියට කරන්න ඕනේ. Right? It needs a very high amount of dedication and consistency. Right? එතකොට මේ in order to continue this plan at least, may plan එක continue කරන්න නම්, you will get 80 marks for sure if you complete this. හරිද? හරියට complete කරොත්, ඒක මේක හරියට පට්ට එක full accuracy, මේක හරියට consistently until the exam if you do, you will definitely get an 80 marks plus. හරිද? 80ක් එනවා sure and short. 40 plus MCQs එනවා එකක්. 40 plus MCQs definitely you will get. 45 plus යන්න ඕන you have to do an extra amount of work. හරිද? ඒක අර school papers, provincial papers වගේ target කරලා කරන්න ඕනේ, right? Wait, I'll discuss about that. Right? ඊට පස්සේ මේ අර school papers අනම් මනම් අහුවෙන papers ටික review කරලා ඔකට එහෙම කරන්නත් පුළුවන්. Right? You can do something like that also. But the idea is what I did when doing A levels. මම මොකද්ද කරේ? Statement questions review කරන්න definitely. මොකද උඹලගේ question 1 to 30 maybe all 30 correct. මට එහෙම වෙලා තියෙනවා. First 30 questions all correct. Next 20 questions 5 wrong, 6 wrong. ඒක හින්දා 44 45 ඔන්න ඔය වගේ එනවා. හරිද? sure and short. හරිද? අනිවාර්යෙන් එනවා. මොකද A level paper එකේ මගේ first 30 questions I got only one wrong. එකක් වැරදුනා. ඉතුරු ටික ඔක්කොම අර තුනම වැරදුනේ last 20 questions. Statement questions වලට focus කරන්න because lot of you, almost everyone is suffering in statement questions. Especially the people who are getting ranks. Rank දාන උන්ටත් statement questions ටික අවුල් යනවා හිටව ගමන්, right? So that is pure theory, pure understanding of the chemistry syllabus. අන්න ඒක හදාගන්න you have to review all the statement questions, ABCD questions and then statement questions. ඔක්කොම ටික හරියට review කළා ඒ point එක ඇතුලේ තියෙන වටේ තියෙන points ටික cover කරගෙන ඒක complete කරන්න ඕනේ. For example, there was an MCQ in some past paper. Addition of conc H2SO4 to glucose or sucrose gave a black color mass. That's the first statement. Then the second statement is conc H2SO4 can act as a dehydrating agent. A statements දෙක මොකද්ද? First statement එක හරි. That statement is correct. When you put conc H2SO4 into glucose or sucrose, it gives a black color mass because it forms carbon. Second statement, it says conc H2SO4 acts as a dehydrating agent. ඒ කියන්නේ මොකද්ද? He is going to take all the water out of sucrose and what is remaining is carbon, right? That carbon is only the black color mass. So the second statement explains the first one. So the answer is answer number 1. Then ඔයා ඒක විතරක් දැනගෙන හරියනවද? No. You have to study everything about conc H2SO4. Conc H2SO4 is a dehydrating agent. It is a strong acid. It is an oxidizing agent. Its reactions, I gave you conc H2SO4 reacting with magnesium, Fe2+, blah, blah, blah. It's not reacting with Fe2+, right? Cl minus react කරන්නේ නැහැ, right? Fe2+ react කරන්නේ නැහැ. ඔන්න ඔය වගේ special points තියෙනවා under conc H2SO4. And when it is acting as an oxidizing agent, to what does conc H2SO4 go? It goes to SO2. Then SO2 identify කරන්නේ කොහොමද? What are the reactions of SO2? ඔය වගේ if you create a mind map through a question, you can go to places. අර පට්ට ලොකු level එකකට යන්න පුළුවන් ඔන්න ඔය වැඩේ කරොත්. Through an MCQ you can cover a lot of paths. බලා දැන් මුකුත් දන්නේ නැත්නම් උඹලට ගොඩක් වැඩ තියෙනවා. If you don't know anything, if you're only 30 marks, 40 marks, if you look into an MCQ, you know what to do. මුකුත් දන්නේ නැහැනේ. හරිද? Dehydrating agent කියන එක දන්නෙත් නැහැ. ඒ කියන්නේ oxidizing, strong oxidizing agent කියලා එකක් දන්නෙත් නැහැ. Right? Reactions දන්නෙත් නැහැ. So you have to do everything. ලකුණු 70 ඉන්න එක ඔය MCQ එකක් දැක්කහම he might know some things, he might not know some things. එතකොට උට ලේසි වැඩේ. උට මේක ලේසි කරන්න. For him it is easy. For the people who are at S level, F level, C level, උන්ට පොඩ්ඩක් අමාරුයි මේක. ඇයිද උන්ට වැඩ වැඩිනේ, right? Within an MCQ you have to review a lot and study a lot. අන්න ඒක තමයි අවුල, right? So my idea is this. මේක කරන්න. හරිද? මේක continue this until the exam. මේක continue කරන්න until the exam. I will be taking another special meeting in this line. ඒ කියන්නේ මෙන්න මේ හරියේදී මම තව special meeting එකක් ගන්නවා before the exam oriented paper number 1. හරිද? මෙන්න මෙතෙන්දී මම එකක් ගන්නවා. ඒකල්ලා මේ ටික continue කරනවා අතෙන්ට යනකන්, right? Right. ඊට පස්සේ maybe I'll take another special meeting before 3 weeks before the exam. People එතන ඉඳන් අර last 3 weeks ටික plan කරමු. Right. Then that is how you face the MCQ paper and essay paper. මම කිව්වා වගේ අර first structured essay, second structured essay කරගෙන යන්න, right? 2014 to 2024. අන්න එහෙම first 2 weeks කරන්න. Week number 3 and 4 you can go with essay number 4. Essay number 4 මොකද්ද? Organic. හරිද? Organic එකේ essay එක පට්ට ලේසි. කියන්නේ most of the time. If it was not a hard paper, then people organic essay question is one of the easiest parts. දැන් ඔය කට්ටිය මේ time කරනවානේ paper එක. I will teach you about timing also. How to time the A-level paper. මොකද්ද කරන්න ඕනේ? So you get your paper in front of you and you have, now let's see the essay paper, right? Essay paper you get. There are how many essays you have to write? There are 4 essays. That means each 30 minutes, then 4. That means 120 minutes. That's 2 hours. And then 4 structured essays, you have 1 hour. Altogether 3 hours. And you get additional reading time. 3 hours, 10 minutes. Right? That is the essay time. MCQ, don't worry people, you won't run out of time in the chemistry MCQ if you are a good student. Right? Good student can not behavior side good student. I mean like in academical side, good student. You have studied and you have gone to the exam properly. You won't run out of time in the MCQ paper. But in the essay paper, there's a chance that you will run out of time. Always. Right? Except in 2024. Yes. 3 hours, 10 minutes. So what you're going to do? You're going to get the paper. You're going to start the first structure essay questions. Some teachers might tell you, use the 10-minute reading time to select the essay questions. But I don't recommend that. What I'm telling you to do is first do the first 4 structure essays first. Why am I telling that? If you have a little piece of your brain, you can think, if you look at the essay questions, and you have to choose, right? First essay question, second essay question, third essay question, you have to choose. Imagine something which you haven't studied has come to the essay question. මොකක් හරි pH හරිද pH ඇවිල්ලා තියෙනවා මේ essay number 1 එකට. You are going to the exam planning to do energetics and gases. pH දාලා essay number 1 එකට. කියන්න බෑනේ people, we can't guess anything, right? How they are giving කියන්න බෑ මොනව කරයිද කියලා, right? එහෙම මොකක් හරි විකාරයක් කරලා තිබ්බොත් එහෙම you will take the paper and then look into the essay paper. As soon as you get it, you will go into mode out. And you already have given up, most of you. ඒක නවත්තන්න තමයි I told you first do the 4 structured essay questions. මේ 4 ඉස්සෙල්ලා කරලා ඉන්න අවුලක් නැහැනේ people. මේ 4 ඉස්සෙල්ලා කරන්න. And how are you going to do it? 15 minutes per structured essay question. එක structured essay question එකට 15 minutes. That is all what you can give. 15 minutes. Bring a clock while writing the shadow papers if you can. If you are writing online, then you can use a clock or something. If you are coming to Faraday and writing physically, then you can bring a watch or a clock or something. Right? Don't bring a bitti ellana එකක් අරන් එන්න එපා, right? එතකොට අවුල්නේ හරියට. Bring a watch or something. Don't keep the phone while writing papers. Don't keep the phone while writing papers. I'll tell you to keep your phones and bags away while writing. එතකොට you have to bring a watch or something while writing the papers. එතකොට one more thing. So 15 minutes, right? So this one also 15 minutes. This one also 15 minutes. This one also 15 minutes. Okay, now let's say first structure essay question, you completed it in how many minutes? Let's say 11 minutes you completed fully. Most of you will complete like that. So that means people, from this you are going to save how much time? මෙතනින් ඔයා save කරගන්නවා. Now 11 minutes completed. That means you have 4 minutes extra. හරිද? 4 minutes ඉතුරුයි. right? 4 minutes ඉතුරුයි. This is a game like that. මෙන්න මේ වගේ time ඉතුරු වෙනවා. ඒක use කරනවා. අන්න ඒ වගේ යන්න ඕනේ. හරිද? හරි 4 minutes ඉතුරුයි for structured essay question. Second structured essay question. You do it and you run out of time. හරිද? 2024 paper එකේ වගේ. Inorganic question, it was a little bit hard. ඒක අර වෙලා යන question එකක්, right? So what I did was I took the 15 minutes and then I had 2 or 3 Roman numbers remaining, and then what I did was I skipped it and went. 15 minutes go on, right? 15 minutes go on, and you still have remaining. You completed 80%. You completed only 80%. 15 minutes is gone, right? 4 minutes remaining from the previous one, but don't use it now. ඒක දැන් use කරන්න එපා. Keep doing the paper. Keep doing the paper. Don't even stop to look at back. Keep doing the paper. Structure essay number 3, you start, right? And you take all the 15 minutes and still you have completed only 70%. සාමාන්‍ය structure essay number 3 එකේ එහෙම තමයි. 70%. ඊට පස්සේ isomerism, right? This organic structure essay question. මේකේ ඔයා you are completing it in 12 minutes, right? You are completing it in 12 minutes. එතකොට මෙතනින් ඉතුරු වෙනවා let's say එතකොට 12 minutes කියන්නේ 3 minutes ඉතුරුයි, right? 3 minutes remaining. 3 minutes you have saved. So altogether now 4 and 7 minutes. 7 minutes you have saved. Then මොකද කරන්නේ? Are you going to the second structured essay and completing that? No. Then you use the additional reading time. Additional reading time, you can choose these essays. You can choose those essays. Ekatath you have to start the stopwatch or something and then correctly choose what you are doing. Then most of you are like, I'm not doing the PH question, I'm doing the other question. I'm not doing the industrial, I'm doing inorganic. කොහොමද යන්නේ exam එකට ගොඩක් කට්ටිය, right? But I recommend you not to go like that. In case if they make the inorganic question the hardest question in the paper, what are you going to do? Are you still going to write it? An industrial question is very easy. It's the easiest question in the last 10 years. You lost it, right? You lost it there itself. Other people are writing the other people are writing the industrial one, and you're writing the inorganic one, which is the hardest question in the paper. And the industrial question is the easiest question in the last 10 years. Other people are writing it, right? Other people කියන්නේ the people who are competing with you to go to the medical faculty or engineering faculty or biological science or physical science or whatever the faculty you want to go. ඌලියනවා. ඔයා මේ inorganic question එකේ ඉල්ලලා ඉන්නවා. මොකද කරන්නේ? It's a problem. So what I recommend is do all this. ඒ කියන්නේ මේ ඔක්කොම essays ටික කරන්න before going to the exam. Exam එකට යන්න කලින් මේ ඔක්කොම units ටික cover කරලා ඔක්කොම essays වලට ready වෙන්න. If you are a good student, if you have maybe 60-70 marks by now, then you have to get ready for all the essays. නැත්තම් ඕක අර වගේ case එකක් වෙන්න පුළුවන්. The chance of that happening is very less. ඉතින් chemistry වල එහෙම වෙන්නේ නැහැ සාමාන්‍යයෙන්. Normally you can do the essay question if you are if you know the stuff in inorganic, then you can almost do the question. හරිද? මොකක් හරි වෙලා බැරි වුණොත් එහෙමනේ අපි අර ඉන්ඩස්ට්‍රියල් එකේ බෑකප් එකක් විතර තියන්නේ, right? We are keeping this as a backup. හරි. Then then now we are using the additional reading time and then we chose the essays. Let's say we use all the 10 minutes. ඔක්කොම 10 minutes use කළා, right? That means we don't have that 10 minutes anymore. Now we are going to now we have selected the essay number 2, essay number 3, essay number 4 and essay number 5. Now you have to go with your preference. Preference කියන්නේ මොකද්ද? ඔයා ඉස්සෙල්ලා organic කරනවා නම් organic කරන්න. Because some people like to do organic first and then inorganic and then physical. මං එහෙම එක්කෙනෙක්. What I do first is organic and then inorganic and then the physical questions. Sorry, organic, inorganic, electrochemistry and then physical question. මං එහෙම තමයි යන්නේ. Because physical question, you know, it will take time, simplification and all, it will take time. ඒක හින්දා what I do is first this one, then this one, then this one, then this one. Organic question, people, if you are good at organic, if you have done a lot of conversions and stuff, දැක්ක ගමන් උත්තරේ එනවා. Because in past papers, it's not much hard. ඉතින් මේ you should be able to complete this within now. The allocated time is 30 minutes. Allocated time is 30 minutes for organic question. හැබැයි you are going to do it in 15 minutes or less. පුළුවන්, බැරි නෑ. පට්ට ලේසි, හරිද? Organic essay එක පට්ට ලේසි. If you get the idea, if you get the conversion, then you can do in 10 minutes also. පුළුවන්, බැරි නෑ, right? You can try and pass paper and see. මං කියනවා මේක you are completing it in 18 minutes. You are completing this in 18 minutes. So how much time is saved? Tell me. 30 minus 18. It is going to be 12 minutes. You're going to save 12 minutes from there. මෙතනින් 12 minutes එනවා. ඒකත් තියාගත්තා. Right? එතකොට මෙතනින් you saved 4 minutes, 7 minutes and then 19 minutes now. Right? 19 minutes you have saved. Now you go to the inorganic essay question. You managed to do the part A and part B. In the chemical calculation questions, you couldn't do much. ඒක සාමාන්‍යයෙන් වෙනවා. The chemical calculation titration question එකේ භාගයක් කරද්දි වෙලාව මදි වෙලා ඒක එහෙම තියන්න අවුලක් නැහැ. You used all the 30 minutes. You used all the 30 minutes and people, you don't have any time remaining, right? You don't have any time remaining, it's finished, right? Then you have completed essay 4 and essay 5 and make it complete කරලා තියෙන්නේ 70%, let's say. නෑනේ. It should be more than that. Part A, part B completed. Chemical calculation also you have done up to some extent, let's say 85% completed. හරිද? එතකොට මේක you are not doing නේ. Essay number 6 you are not doing. So this one fully completed. Essay number 4 fully completed. Essay number 5 85% completed. Essay number 3 now we are going to do electrochemistry and ligands. Right? ඒක ඔයා ගාන්ට time එකට ඉවර කරනවා. සාමාන්‍යයෙන් එහෙම තමයි වෙන්නේ. Electrochemistry and ligands question normally you will finish in time. ඒක completed. 30 minutes completed, no time saved, no time lost. එහෙම හිතමුකෝ, right? Think like that. You have completed this one. Now the physical essay question. Physical essay question, when you are doing 60% of it, time is over. You can 30 minutes have gone. 30 minutes have gone for this second physical essay question and the time is over for that. Right. Now you have completed the paper in one round. You can make a complete case of 60%. This is the most possible case scenario for an average student in the A-level paper. If you are doing it like this. හරි දැන් මොකද කරන්නේ? Now you have how much time remaining? මෙතන 12 minutes, මෙතන 3 minutes, මෙතන 4 minutes. All together you have 15 minutes and 19 minutes. You have completed the paper in one round, don't forget. දැනටම ඔයාට maybe around 32 marks out of 50 වගේ ඇවිල්ලා ඇති. ඔයා ලියපු විදිහට, right? The level you wrote the paper, maybe out of 50 marks in the essay paper, you have collected maybe 30 to 35 maybe. What you can do now is increase it by 3 or 4 marks. එච්චරයි පුළුවන්. ගොඩක් කරන්න බෑ because all you have remaining is 7 minutes. Maybe the additional reading time, you are not using all of that. There are 17 minutes නේ තියෙන්නේ. 17 ද? කීයද? 16, 17, 19 minutes. You have 19 minutes remaining. Maybe you use the additional reading time. ඒක හරියට use කරන්නෙත් නැතුව maybe let's say you got 23 minutes now. Right? 23 minutes remaining to collect the paper. දැන් මොකද කරන්නේ? Now you have to go and check your index numbers. ඒ ටික හරියට බලලා හරිද ඒව ලියලාද බලලා හරියට attach කරන්න paper එක. You have to attach the paper. Once you complete the first round you have to attach the papers. Attach කරලා paper එක ඒ කියන්නේ අර නූලක් දෙන්නේ නූල එහෙම tie කරලා දෙන්න තියෙන්නේ, right? එතකොට එතකොට මේ so now you have to attach the papers. ඒ ඔක්කොම ඉවර කරද්දි maybe you took around 2 minutes. You took 2 minutes to attach the papers and write your index and those things, check all those stuff. Then maybe you have around the additional reading time එක නැතුවනේ ගත්තේ. 19 minutes වලින් 2 ගියාම you have 17 minutes left. දැන් ඔයා මොකද කරන්නේ? Now you use that time to complete the possible questions which you can complete. ඔයාට complete කරන්න පුළුවන් ටික. මොනවද complete කරන්න පුළුවන්? You can complete maybe inorganic question, you can complete it out. හරිද? ඒක complete කරගන්න පුළුවන් වෙයි. එතකොට මේක you are going to give some time into this. Maybe it took around 3 minutes, right? Maybe it took around 3 minutes. එතකොට what remaining time 14 minutes. හරිද? මේක complete. මේක completed. හරිද? එතකොට මෙයා ඉවරයි. Now to which question would you like to use your time? Tell me. To which question would you like to use your time? මොන question එකටද දාන්නේ දැන්? It depends on the question, right? Yeah, it depends on the question. Others, can you tell me to which question would you use your time? මොකටද use කරන්නේ? Normally, if you have done papers, you know this experience. මෙහෙම experience එකක් නැහැ කියන්නේ it's probably like you haven't tried papers. කියන්න බෑ. Tell me. Everyone. To which question would you use? Physical. Others? inorganic. Questions which remain a lot of marks. Yeah, it depends on you. You can at a level of understanding. If you have some things remaining here which you know and you couldn't write, then you have to use that time here. මන්නම් සාමාන්‍යයෙන් inorganic එකට දෙනවා සාමාන්‍යයෙන් time එක. ඒ කියන්නේ මේක complete කරනවා. That's what I'm doing normally. ඔය කට්ටියට එහෙම වෙන්න ඕනේ නැහැ. Then maybe it took around let's say 5 minutes it took. එතකොට දැන් 9 minutes remaining. හරිද? මේක complete කරන්න it took 5 minutes to complete the remaining part. හරිද? හා. හරිනේ. එතකොට ඔයාට තියෙන්නේ මෙන්න මේ physical දෙක විතරයි. හරිද? Physical structure essay එක 70% completed, physical essay 60% completed. Let's say all the 9 minutes you put it into the physical essay question and you could complete only 80%. අවුලක් නෑ ඉවරයි. Right? Your time is over, then they will collect your paper and go. You have completed the paper. You have done your maximum. හරිද? මේ තමයි ඔයාගේ maximum එක. අවුලක් නෑ. You can still get an A with this. යකෝ මේක maybe around you will get 45 maybe. හරිද? If you have written those things correctly, 45 out of 50 නේ. 45 out of 50. හරියට කරොත් මේ ඔයා ලියපු ටික උඹට ෂුවර් නම් මෙන්න මේක ගන්න පුළුවන්. Because you have left only these things. මේ දෙක විතරයි. You have to make sure what you write is correct. හරිද? නැත්තම් කියලා වෙනවා. මේවා ලියනවා ලියලා ඉතින් වැරදි. ඉතින් එහෙමත් බෑ, right? You have to write it correctly. ලියන එක හරියට ලියන්න ඕනේ. That is why I told you you need practice. හරියට practice එක හදාගන්න. එතකොට ඒක හරියනවා. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's all people for time balancing and the shadow papers and stuff. එතකොට ඒක මම plan එක කිව්වා, right? So follow this plan until August 31. Follow this plan until August 31. ඔය කට්ටිය මගේ paper class එකට එනවා නම් you will have access for these shadow papers. Unless if you are not joining for this, then you can continue with the A-level papers and then we'll meet again on August 31. Then September 1 maybe we'll have another special meeting. Right. Now people, I want to discuss about your questions. You can go to කට්ටිය එක ඒවා දාලා තිබ්බ in the Google form. I put a Google form නේ. ඒතකොට සමහර කට්ටිය දාලා තියෙනවා මේ distractions, right? I asked you to put your distractions. Distractions දාන්න ගියාම some people have put interesting stuff. The easiest distraction which you can get removed. එක්කෙනෙක් දාලා තිබ්බ Instagram. One person has put Instagram. You think Instagram, you should ask 2 questions from yourself. Question number 1. Is Instagram necessary for your A-levels? Is Instagram necessary for your A-levels? Yes or no? If that person is there in this meeting, right? Is Instagram necessary for your A-level paper? Oh, ඉන්නවද නැද්ද දන්නේ නැහැ. හරිද? අනික් කට්ටිය others answer will you? Is Instagram necessary for your A-level paper? ඕනේද Instagram එක? ඒක easy. අයින් කරන්න ලේසි. Instagram කියන එක අයින් කරන්න ලේසි, right? No, it is not important for your A-level paper. එතකොට, right? It is not important for your A-level paper. කියන්නේ ඕනේ නැහනේ. ඕනේ නැහැ. ඒ කියන්නේ මොකද්ද? Second question, can you remove it? Second question, you can ask yourself, can I remove it? Your answer should be yes, right? ඒකට no කියලා කිව්වොත් then the reason. Why? Right? A-level paper එකට එන්නේ නැත්නම් ඒ කියන්නේ ඒකෙන් වැඩක් නැත්නම් what you have to do is just delete it. Instagram you can just delete it. That's the option. හරිද? Instagram නම් වාගේ distraction එක what you can do is delete. එච්චරයි. This includes Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, whatever the hell you are using. It doesn't include for WhatsApp. Maybe WhatsApp and YouTube has a different approach. WhatsApp, YouTube and Telegram have a different approach. Instagram, Facebook and other social media platforms which tells you to come and watch reels and stuff, those people, you should be limiting them, right? You should be you should be able to eliminate them because you don't need them. Facebook on Facebook on Instagram on why? To watch cat videos or cooking videos, you need you with only just 20 weeks to the exam, you are watching cat videos on Instagram. Right? So you don't need Instagram, so you can just delete it. Then people, some person told me, now I note them down. Yeah, Instagram is okay. Then people, YouTube. YouTube, do you need? Maybe yes. YouTube, they get recordings, teaching materials and everything. It is there on YouTube. YouTube, you can't remove it. You don't have to delete it because If you are not using YouTube for educational purposes, then you can delete it. Otherwise, you don't want to delete it. I didn't delete it. YouTube and all, you can limit the phone use. Phone usage එක අඩු කරොත් ඔය YouTube උයි ඔක්කොම limit වෙනවා. දැන් YouTube, Instagram, everything. Do you need WhatsApp? Yes. අයියේ class links එනවා. You have to talk with your friends, and some teachers use WhatsApp groups to put notices and stuff. ඒව බලන්න ඕනේ. In that case, people, you can do something like this. Now YouTube, WhatsApp, and Telegram. හරිද? Then if you have a phone in your hand, if you don't have a control in this, the best option is give the phone to your parents. That's the best option. Parents then, but inform them when you ask it, tell them to give you back. At the end of the day, maybe around 9 p.m. at night, you want to have the phone back, right? You have to combine with your parents and then have some discipline with yourself. You don't need your phone for A-levels. You don't need your phone for A-levels. That is for sure. You don't need your phone to A-levels. Phone එක අවශ්‍ය නැහැ, right? The only thing is if you have past papers, if you have the papers, hard copies, then you don't need. Myself, I didn't buy a past paper even. මම past paper book එකක් ගත්තේ නැහැ. I had a tab, right? Tab එකේ තියෙනවා මොකද my WhatsApp groups, Telegram groups, Rankers Club, Resource Station. There I had all the past papers and all the other papers. ඒ ඔක්කොම ටික තිබ්බා. මම PDF තමයි use කරේ. Until the exam, I used only PDF. ඒ වගේ කට්ටියට you can have that discipline within yourself and then use your devices accordingly. Otherwise, if you don't have the self-control, then involve your parents into this and give them your phone. ඔයාගේ phone එක you can give it to them. You don't need your phone. You don't have to watch WhatsApp statuses. හරිද? WhatsApp status බලන්න ඕනේ නෑනේ. ඒක නම් useless නේ. WhatsApp status බලන්න ඕනේ නෑනේ. Your friends are uploading shit and you're watching that, right? Without studying, you're watching that and waiting. හරිද? ඒව ඕනේ නෑ. So what you have to do is YouTube, WhatsApp, Telegram, if you have a trouble using them, if you are using more than 2 hours per day, these three, other than watching recordings, if you are using YouTube for watching reels, there also, then you should limit it down, right? Ek limit karanda. Less than 1 hour per day, you have to limit. Ekak. Then people, one person said another one, consistency. Hari. Ekkenek kiwa consistency කියලා එකක් නැල්ලු. ඒ කියන්නේ he cannot continue a work. Maybe he start this plan and he did the first week, second week and third week he won't do. හරිද? මෙහෙමයි. If you have read that book called Atomic Habits, it has said in one paragraph, one sentence, you can miss once, but don't miss twice. ඔයාට එකපාරක් miss වෙන්න පුළුවන්, but don't miss it twice. එක දවසක් miss වුණාට කමක් නැහැ, දෙවෙනි දවස miss කරන්න එපා. That means if you miss one of these, if you miss the 2019 paper, please make sure that you do the 2020 paper next week. එකක් miss වුණාට කමක් නැහැ, but don't miss twice in a row. Let's say you're going to the gym. Now you guys are not going to the gym. Let's take an example. A man is going to a gym. First day he goes, second day he goes, third day he misses it due to some reason, maybe a wedding or something. He should attend that and he couldn't go to the gym. Fourth day, if he still fails to go, ඒක එයාගේ decision එකකින් නම් යන්නේ නැත්තේ, that means he will never continue. In the third day, he will not have the mood to go. The thing is not about missing one day, it's about not missing twice in a row. දෙපාරක් miss වුණොත් තමයි කෙලවෙන්නේ. You should have that in your mind, right? So when you are doing something, people, make sure it's okay to miss once. Maybe due to some reason, you might miss one day. It's okay. Do it on the next day. ඊළඟ දවසේ අනිවාර්යෙන් කරන්න ඕනේ. So that is one hack for maintaining consistency. The other one is you can make a deal with yourself. Something which you love to do. මොකද්ද? Other than studying. Tell me something which you love to do other than studying. You should be creative with this, right? Tell me something you would love to do other than studying. Some people listening to music, right? Some people listening to music. Some people singing. Yes. What about others? Everyone, talk. Come on. Lisara, Rehashi, Shamha, Zumla, right? Fatima. Amshi, right? Talk everyone. Reading. Okay, reading doesn't fall. Badminton, right? Nice. Don't play badminton, okay? Playing badminton, right? Okay, badminton. You won't be able to play badminton. I'm sorry about that. Badminton takes a lot of time, right? So you won't be able to look and play badminton, right? Yeah. Okay. Looking at nature. Maybe if you have a corridor, balcony or something, you can, yeah, drawing. Mockery is something which your brain craves for. Something which your brain loves. You have to reward yourself. Reward. Because this reward is not coming tomorrow. This reward is not coming day after tomorrow. This reward is not coming after 1 week. This reward is not coming after 1 month. This reward is not coming after 5 months. This reward is coming next year. Your results. Make your reward is not there. Hey, your brain doesn't, the brain thinks there is no reward for this. So what your brain does is, I don't want to do this, Then matanang this work, when I do this work, I get a salary at the end of the month, at the beginning of the month maybe, right? I get a salary from you. Mata ek a reward dekak, right? That is a reward for me. But you guys, you don't get a salary for studying. Ne? ඉගෙන ගන්නට salary එකක් දෙන්නේ නැහැ නේ කවුරුවත් ඇවිල්ලා නේ. එහෙම දෙන්නේ නැහැ නේ, right? එහෙම මුකුත් හම්බෙන්නේ නැහැ නේ. So what your thing is, you have to reward yourself. You have to trick your brain. You have to trick your brain. You have to tell him, okay, if you study, I will give you this. Whatever. Maybe eating a chocolate. හරිද? ගෙදර chocolate එකක්වත් තියන් ඉන්න. Maybe if you studied, let's say 10 hours per day, you will eat that chocolate. If not, you can't eat. ඒක අර self discipline එකත් එක්ක යන්නේ. People who have that kind of self-discipline will only be able to become doctors in future. They will only be able to become engineers in future. They will become scientists in future. ඒ මොකක් හරි ඒ කට්ටියගේ goal එකට යන්න පුළුවන් if they have consistency. මේක එක දිගට discipline එකත් එක්ක කරගෙන යන්න පුළුවන් නම් විතරයි they can reach their goal. They can be that person in this world. If you want to be a CEO of a company, imagine how much discipline you should have. ඒක ගන්න අමාරුයි. That achieving that is very hard. That is why this training is there. මේ training එක උඹලා ගන්නේ මොකක්ද? This is like a military training. Every week you have to wake up. Every day you have to wake up. Right? Wake up and do this. You have to track your work and your marks and everything. This is training yourself. Not only for the exam, but beyond that. Let's say you got 3 A's. After that, your life will be so beautiful. I mean, everything you do in this world, everything which you try, everything which you put your hand into, you will have such amount of, self, what do you call, it's like very strong feeling you get. Okay, I did A-levels and I got 3 A's. Only 2% in Sri Lanka is getting 3 A's. If you get that, think how much of a capacity you have within yourself. Whatever you do in your life, you will have that courage behind you, backing you up into that. A courage එක මෙහෙ ඇඟ ඇතුලේ තියෙන්නේ, right? It's coming in from inside your body. Whatever you do, මොකක් හරි හරිද? ඕනෙම දෙයක්. You start a business, you give your maximum to it. Because you already know, I have done A-levels and I have messed it up once. I have built up 3 A's within 5 months. 4 months, I have done it and I have shown. So I can do this also. You will have that confidence. A confidence එක ගන්න මේක හරියට කරන්න ඕනේ. මේක අනිවාර්යෙන් කරන්න ඕනේ. Right? මේක අනිවාර්යෙන් කරන්න ඕනේ. Some of you might not be wanting to be doctors. සමහර කට්ටිය කැමති නෑ real, right? One student said me he wanted to go to biological science. එහෙම එක්කෙනෙක් හිටියා my class එකේ, right? So ඔයාගේ target එකට යන්න වැඩ කරන්න, right? That's what I'm telling. Go study according to your target, but don't stop yourself from a lower result. ඔයාට biological science යන්න ඕන නම් put 3 A's and go biological science. That's what I'm telling. හරි? Don't limit yourself, just achieve the maximum possible. පුළුවන් තරම් කට්ට කාලා මේක හරියට කරන්න people, because this is the last chance. I තව අවුරුද්දක් class යන්න ඕනේ, right? තව අවුරුද්දක්, 1 year more. You have to go to classes. I had that feeling. First try I got B, C result. C was for biology, right? So I had an EZ score 1.29. I couldn't go to Colombo Biological Science at least. If so, I would have gone for it. Man, එකට ගියේ නෑ, right? Again, එකට select වෙන්නේ නෑ, right? 1.1 is going Candy. You might go to biological science, maybe in Peradeniya and all. You will be able to go, but I didn't go. I don't like it, right? So I felt that thing when I decided to do it again, because all your friends, not all, maybe 50% of your friends, those who are working, left you. They are leaving you. They are leaving you means they are going to universities. They will never meet you again. Some friends are there who are like eating with us together in the first Shai. I didn't even see them for like maybe now last year when I started doing second Shai, I didn't see them again. If you have such kind of friends who are staying with you always and stuff, you will lose them. Because if you miss out to go to university and they get selected to university, that's the biggest kind of pain, right? You can smile at yourself and say, okay, I am proud of you. Congratulations. And then you will have to do the A levels again. That's the biggest kind of pain. That's the worst case scenario. The other thing is your relatives and your parents, how they look at you after getting a result. Now, my first year result was not bad, right? Some people 3F. Look, will you how parents are going to tell other people my son's result is this? කොහොමද කියන්නේ? How are they going to even tell? The biggest challenge is your parents, people. Again, they are doing everything for you, right? Providing you food and stuff and money and everything. At the end of this exam, you will get your result and it is a 3S. How can they even say? Some parents lie about the result. That donkey has got a 3S pass, but your parents are saying like 3C pass or something decent, BCC or something. They're lying actually. Why are they lying? Because they can't face the truth. You guys have not done your part. That is why they are lying. It's not their fault. It's your fault. You have not done your best. And what they can do, they can't do anything. They can just lie to others. My son is not that bad, but actually you're bad. You have not done your work, right? You have just played around. 3S, 2CS, whatever it is. That's the thing. හරියට කරන්න මේක, right? Consistency should be there from within. If you like this thing, you will have consistency on your own. හරියට ඒක වැඩේ කරන්න. Another thing is, one person said sleep. Now, sleep is one of the most important things you have to maintain. You have to sleep at a proper time. Again, select කරගන්න whether you are early bird or night owl. Early bird can people you wake at around 4 or 3 or 5 and then start studying from the morning. Night owl can you stay awake until 1 or 2 a.m. and then sleep and then wake at around 8, 7 maybe. I don't like you being an early bird. Why? ඔය early bird කතාව A levels වලට හරියන්නේ නැහැ. Why? Because people, chemistry paper and the physics paper, you have them in the morning. If you are a math student, math paper is also in the morning. එතකොට people, your paper is at 8 a.m. in the morning. If you're someone who wakes up at 8, who wakes up at 9, who wakes up at 10, after studying until 3 a.m., it's not suitable. That's what I tell. Maybe you can do it until here, but after that, people, you have to adjust definitely. Because once you go to the exam, your brain is trying to sleep. Otherwise, normally you would wake up at around 10 a.m. So after going to the exam, you're sitting at the paper at 8 and your brain is confused. Why the hell is this man not sleeping? I should sleep. Right? ඌට නිදිමතයි දැන්. පේපරේ දීලා ඌට නිදිමතයි. ඇයි his hormones are running and telling him to sleep because his circadian rhythm has adjusted to make him sleep at that time. He's not awake. He's half asleep. You can't write a paper half asleep. You'll mess up, definitely. So, better be a night owl than being an early bird. Better being an early bird if you are not a night owl, right? Again, night owl එකේ ලොකුවට ගන්න යන්නත් එපා, right? You have to sleep at around 12. පැය 5ක් 6ක් වගේ නිදාගත්තාම ඇති. Sleep at around 5 to 6 hours. 5 to 6 hours per day is more than enough, right? 5 to 6 hours per day is more than enough. You can try different times, people. You can sleep 4 hours and see whether you're okay. Some people are okay. They are genetics. Some people sleep 2 hours and they are okay. I don't know how, but some people are there. But That is not for everyone. 3 hours sleep and see what will happen, right? If you're feeling dizzy, if you are feeling very bad, then people, that's not your time. Then try 4 hours, 5 hours, and then catch a correct time. 6 hours is my thing. If I sleep 5 hours, then I will feel like lethargic and all, right? If I sleep more than 6 hours during A levels, back then, now I sleep as much as I want. Like, දැන් මොකද නැහැ people දැන් ඉතින් එහෙම මට මේ responsibility එක ලොකුවට නැහැ people. Now I sleep at around 12 maybe and wake at around 8. එහෙම මට time එකක් නැහැ actually, right? So when I go to university, maybe I'll have a time again. So people, those days when I sleep 7 hours, 8 hours, that will also make me feel lethargic. Mata golden time එක 6 hours. I should sleep 6 hours definitely. Definitely I should sleep 6 hours. 6 hours. ඒක ඔය කට්ටියට I don't know what time it is. Maybe 5 hours, maybe 4.5, maybe 5.5. Right? එක එක times තියනවා, right? Right. Then you have to select a specific sleeping time. Let's say you sleep every day at 12. රෑ 12 වෙද්දි නිදා ගන්නවා. Then get ready by 11:30. 11:30 වෙද්දි you have to remove your phone. 30 hours before sleeping, you have to remove all the screens, TV, laptop, tab. If you have a smart watch, then watch also, right? And the phones and everything, all the devices keep away. And then sleep at 12 after 30 minutes. That means 30 minutes you have to avoid screens. විනාඩි 30ක් screens නැතුව නිදා ගන්න and check the next day how much improved it is. හරිද? Your sleep has a quality. දැන් මෙහෙමනේ sleep quantity තියෙනවා quality තියෙනවා. කියන්නේ quantity කියන්නේ how much hours you sleep. Sleep quality කියන්නේ the quality of your sleep. Again, if you are sleeping in a room with lights, then it is bad. It is not a quality sleep. You have to sleep in pitch darkness. You have to sleep in a full black area. හරිද? එක එකක්. And your blue screens, again, blue light වලට your eyes tend to like dilate, right? අර උදේ පාන්දර blue light එනවා කියන්නේ. At the night you're not good to expose your eyes into blue light because your hormones and everything, right? It's gonna change and tell your body not to sleep. අර එක එක ඒවා තියෙනවා, right? එතකොට what you have to do is remove your devices before 30 minutes of sleep. හරිද? නිදා ගන්න විනාඩි 30කට කලින් phones අයින් කරන්න all the devices. හරිද? Then people prepare a task list. Make this habit, right? Make this habit. Prepare a task list. Before you sleep, write everything you need to do tomorrow. Okay, let's say it is June 23rd, right? Today before sleeping, let's say you sleep at 11. You sleep at 11. At 10:30, remove all the devices and then take a notebook and then write June 24th what I'm doing. Morning waking time, right? At this time I'm waking up, right? And then don't write everything. I'm brushing teeth, I'm going to the toilet, and then don't write those things. I mean only the important stuff. Important stuff means your work. I am maybe at 6 I am waking, not 11, 5. At 5 I am waking, and then I am doing organic conversions. I'm doing 10 conversions. And then you are starting, you are writing, I'm studying reproductive system or whatever, circulatory system, right? Whatever it is, you can study after that. එතකොට ඔය කට්ටිය එහෙම task list එකක් හදාගන්න ඕනේ. Like in order. First I'm doing this, then this, then this, then this, then this. Then people, one of the thing which other people don't do is priority, right? Priority. Now you have written the task list, like first task, second task, third task, fourth task, fifth task, sixth task. කොහොම තියනවනේ? Then the priority list. Priority list means people what you have to urgently complete. Again, priority order එකක් හදාගන්න. First you have to definitely do some things නේ. අන්න ඒවා red color වලින් mark කරන්න. Maybe homework. Tomorrow class, day after tomorrow's class homework you are doing tomorrow. So ඒක red color mark කරන්න. They are urgent. Urgent work, right? Priority, high priority work. අන්න ඒ ටික mark කරගන්න. I think yeah, right? So that way you can schedule your sleep properly and sleep like a gentleman or gentlewoman. Gentleman, the opposite, how do you call it? Ladies and gentlemen, like a lady, right? Like a lady. Gentlewoman කියලා ගන්න නැහැ නේද people? Gentleman, gentlewoman කියලා ගන්න නැහැ නේ. Anyone? There is nothing called gentlewoman, right? People? Are you angry with me today? No one is talking much. Revision class එකේ කතා කරනවාද? ඒ කට්ටියව කතා කරන්නේ නැහැ. Yeah, yeah. I get it, right? Yeah, there's no gentlewoman. Yeah. Okay, okay. Right. Now, how to ask ChatGPT, right? හරි අවුලක් නැහැ. Okay, then people, yeah, next issue I'll tell you, last one. Procrastination was covered before. People coming into your house. One person said like people are coming into your house. එකට නම් solution එකක් නෑ people. You can go to a library or something. There are libraries where you can go and study. එහෙම මොකක් හරි solution එකක් ගන්නත් පුළුවන්. There's no proper solution for that. Maybe you can study at night. At night and nobody comes at your home and unless Batman comes. රැට කවුරුත් එන්නේ නැහැ people. රැට එහෙම කවුරුත් එන්නේ නැහැ ගෙදරට නේ. It's like very awkward නේ. So people you can study at night. එහෙම මොකක් හරි එකක් තිබ්බොත් එහෙම රැට පොඩ්ඩක් අර doing biology at night and then calculations at the daytime which you don't need are a very high focus on නැති අර homework එහෙම දවල්ට කරන්න දාලා at night you can do the biology and all because nobody will come to your house. Batman, I mean Santa Claus and Batman will not come at night. These days you don't have Christmas and Batman will not come, right? So yeah, you can do that thing at night. Then people feeling tired. Feeling tired, you have one approach, drinking coffee, but don't drink too much. At morning, maybe you can drink 1 cup of coffee. Too much caffeine is bad, but having a limit to it is okay. චුට්ටක් බිව්වට කමක් නැහැ, but don't drink too much. Coffee sometimes make you feel active in the morning and afternoon might be lethargic. Afternoon might be like a full dizzy and පිස්සු වගේ ඉන්නේ හවස් වෙද්දි. එහෙම වෙනවා නම් people at the afternoon you can take a power nap. Power nap එකක් කියන්නේ people you can sleep for like 20 to 30 minutes. Only 20 to 30 minutes you sleep. You don't let your brain go into deep sleep, right? Deep sleep ending after 30 minutes. Have you ever noticed that you have slept in the afternoon and you wake up after 2 hours? You wake up after 2 hours and this happens for small kids. Small kids, they wake up after 2 hours and they get ready to go to school. Why? They look at the clock and it is 5:30 maybe, afternoon 5:30 maybe, and then get ready to go to school. හරි ඔක්කොම ready කරලා ඊට පස්සේ අර meme එකකුත් තිබ්බවම, right? There was a video, I remember, right? ඊට පස්සේ මේ ඉස්කෝලේ යන්න ලෑස්තිලා යනවා, right? But it is in the afternoon. That's something like that is happening for real. When you go to deep sleep, people, your brain, it's actually like when you wake up, it has no idea where you are. අර එහෙම feeling එකක් තියෙනවා, like very dull and you don't have a mood to study actually. After 2 hours of sleep, you don't have a mood to study. ඒක අර මේ deep sleep එකට ගියාට පස්සේ තමයි වෙන්නේ. To avoid going into deep sleep, you have to take a power nap. This power nap, you can search in YouTube about this. I learned this in O levels when I'm doing O levels. This power nap thing, I learned it and I applied it into my life. Right? එතකොට මේ 20 to 30 minutes only in the afternoon. When you feel very lazy or something, you can try this out. ඒක එහෙමයි. So feeling tired, you can use that. Zoning out. One more thing, zoning out. Zoning out, people, you can use Pomodoro technique. Again, zoning out can your focus. Human brains, those days, back when phones did not exist, we had a high focus. Now people with these devices, social media, reels and stuff, what has happened is our brain tends to go through information quickly. Again, we don't like boredom. If we feel bored, we take our phone, then go to YouTube, watch some reels, watch some videos, play a game. We don't like boredom. We don't like to sit in one place and look outside and wait. That's not our thing anymore. Why? Our brain can't focus. Our brain can't focus on one thing for a long amount of time. Why zoning out, you can back up by removing your phone. You can avoid zoning out while studying by removing your phone. The second one, you can practice Pomodoro technique. Pomodoro technique is a famous technique where you have to study for 20 minutes and then take a 5 minutes break. Again study for 20 minutes, take a 5 minutes break. If you can't give your focus for 20 minutes, then 10 minutes. You can start small. 10 minutes you study, 2 minutes break. 10 minutes you study, 2 minutes break. Likewise, you can do it in small chunks. පොඩි sessions වලට කඩලා ඔයාට එහෙම අර ඔයාට focus කරන්න පුළුවන් level එකකට වැඩේ කරගෙන යන්න. And also people start your day with something very easy to do. ඔයා වැඩ පටන් ගන්න ඕනේ ඔයා lazy ක්‍රමයකින් මොකක් හරි organic conversions you like to do, right? So maybe you can start your day with doing 1 or 2 conversions. ආස දෙකකින් පටන් ගන්න දවස. එතකොට තමයි මේ අර flow එක යන්නේ දිගටම, right? And also people, let's say දැන් මෙහෙම වැඩක් තියෙනවා. Let's say මෙහෙම අර උදේ පාන්දර you have to do the tasks which has only a few amount of time to do. ඒ කියන්නේ මෙහෙම කියමුකෝ biology essay, right? You have to write a biology essay. Bio essay එකක් ලියන්න ඕනේ. And people, you have to do 10 MCQs in biology, right? 10 MCQs in biology. And then you have to do 2019 A-level paper physics. Right? Home task, you have to go to class and then homework. Right? Likewise, there are a lot of tasks, let's say, in your day. You have to do the tasks which take least amount of time in the morning. Biology essay, it only takes 30 minutes, maybe 50 minutes with studying and everything. Maximum 50 minutes biology essay එකට ඔයා උදෙන්ම මේක කරන්න. You have to do this. And then 10 MCQs in biology එකත් කරන්න පුළුවන්, right? And let's say conversion also. Maybe 5 conversions you have put in your task list. එකත් කරන්න. Now, after 2 hours of waking up, you have completed 3 tasks. Your brain is like, damn, I can do this amount of work. I have completed at least like half of the tasks within first 2 hours of the day. You will gain that confidence. දැන් හිතන්නකෝ උදේ පාන්දර නැගිට ගමන් තියෙන අමාරුම එක 2019 A-level physics paper you start to do. Let's say 6 a.m. you wake up, 7 a.m. still not even one task completed. 8 a.m. still not even one task completed. 9 a.m. Finally you completed one task. That's the thing. At 9 a.m. you will look at the task list and see, I have completed only one task. Your brain is like, okay, this don't work. This won't work. I'll go and sleep. Right? If you do the easy ones first, the quicker ones first. So what will happen is you will get a head start, a push start for yourself. එතකොට you have the power to do this. You have the energy to do this. Make කරන්න එන energy එකක් තියෙනවා within yourself. That's it, right? එතකොට ඔහොම එකක් කරගෙන යන්න දිගටම. Uncontrolled mind. One person has said uncontrolled mind. ඒක මට තේරෙන්නේ නැහැ. What is he like trying to control? Is it like focusing or මොකක් හරි එහෙම එකක්ද දන්නේ නැහැ, right? Uncontrolled mind කිව්වා මට එන්නේ නිකන් අර it's a weird thing, like getting addicted to something, maybe something like that he's telling. If it is like that, people, you have to remove the devices which is supporting that uncontrolled mind. මන්ට ඒක දාපු එක්කෙනාගේ නම මතක නැහැ. So I won't tell that. If you are addicted to something like that, people, or to someone, or කරන්න ඕනේ, you have to act accordingly, and then you have to remove that kind of distractions out of your life until the exam, most probably. Yeah, you can support it with meditation, probably. You can support it with meditation. Meditation is a good thing which you can do to build up your focus. Everyone, including, it's not a religious thing. Meditation is not a religious thing. Don't take it wrong. It's not a Buddhist thing. Meditation is done in Western culture also. Eastern culture also done. Meditation is something, it's like breathing. You close your eyes and you focus on your breathing. It helps you build your focus. හැබැයි ඕක දවසකට only 10 minutes do will you? Just 5 minutes enough. Per day, do 5 minutes of meditation. Put it into the task list. 5 minutes meditation. It has been in YouTube videos like guided meditation. Foreigners are doing, Sri Lankan people are doing, monks are doing. You can watch at them, like breathing meditation. It's a good technique, yes. Family problems, like family problems. Now this is the thing, we can't control family problems. අපිට කරන්න දෙයක් නැහැනේ, right? We are born to that kind of situation and we don't have any family. අපිට මුකුත් කරන්න බෑ. The only thing you can do is change your mindset. Mindset එක වෙනස් කරගන්න. Some people, then let's say there are 2 people. One person is there, another person is there. This guy also have the same family problems as the other guy. හැබැයි මෝ හිතන් ඉන්නේ his mindset is if I somehow study, if I do this work somehow without any without thinking any of that, I will solve this problem. ඉතින් ඇත්තනේ, you study well, you go to the university, you do a proper degree, right, and you get your job and you earn money and you can solve all that problems, right? නැද්ද? It is only until you write A levels. These family problems are only until you write A levels. Then after you will have your own life. You will be removed from your home. You won't stay at home. Most probably you won't stay at home. It is only until A levels. A levels ඉවර වෙනකම් විතරයි. Only until finishing A levels. After A levels, you will be a free man. Right? So other person is like, okay, there are family problems. I can't study. They won't let me study. They are shouting and stuff. And he's not studying also. He's not even trying. So he has already decided his future. Mang nai mata bෑ කියලා, right? He has decided himself what you want to do. එහෙම බෑ. You have to fight it. Usually you are an individual. You have the right to fight. Right? You have to fight not with other people. I mean with your mind. Fight your mind. Right? Do it somehow. මොකක් හරි කරලා. Find a method. ඉස්කෝලේ ගිහින් හරි පාඩම් කරන්න. Because some people were like going to school and studying. Some people came at around morning 6:30 and all, then started studying. JIT period also they went and studied. Library period they went and studied. Right? එතකොට interval එකේ they ate quickly and go to the library and study. එහෙම කට්ටියක් හිටියා. නැත්තු නෑ කට්ටිය හිටියා. Right? You have to implement your own strategy into this. Right? ඔයාට ඕනි මොකක් හරි එකක් කරලා මේක හරියට කරගන්න පුළුවන්. The only thing is you have to have the courage. I will do this somehow and then solve the problems later. මම මේක කරොත් විතරයි problem solve කරන්න පුළුවන්. නැත්නම් බෑ, right? Otherwise you won't be able to. Sometimes I have hopes for the papers I do and sometimes I get average marks. So at that time I feel like giving up. ඒක ඉතින් අර මෙහෙමයි. I'll erase the board. We don't need this anymore. It's something which is usually happening with everyone. Just know that your marks will not increase in 1 week. It's a gradual process. Your marks will not increase suddenly. No matter how much you hurry, no matter how much you start working, your marks will not increase suddenly. It is a process. The person who asked that question, can I know how much your marks are? Right now. Can I know how much your marks? I won't say the name. You can tell me the person who asked that question now. Don't worry about general knowledge and general English. Ek ganan ganne pa, right? I will tell about that later. 55 to 65 for chemistry and physics, right? Hari, 55 to 65. 55 to 65. Hari, 55 gamugo. You are starting at 55 gamugo. Now you have a very high amount of time to the exam. May other ne today. November 10th is maybe here. ගොඩක් time තියෙනවා. You can definitely go for it. මේක නම් ඒකක් කරන්න පට්ට ලේසි, right? මෙහෙමයි. Yeah, bio 70, everyone is like that. I mean, when it comes to girls and all, bio පට්ට ලකුණු තියෙනවා උන්ගේ හරිද? Physics and chemistry තමයි පොඩ්ඩක් කර යටින් යන්නේ. Girls and all මේ bio හොඳට පුළුවන් පට්ට විදිහට පුළුවන්, right? Boys ලට අනිත් පැත්ත. Like me. Bio බෑ. හරිද? Right. People look 55. What are you going to do when you are writing papers? Week by week you have to write papers. මේ ලියද්දී හරිද? ලියද්දී your marks will go like this maybe, right? And then increase, and then suddenly drop. It's not about falling down. It's about rising again. Right? It's about rising again. Because your journey is not like this, huh? Your journey is not like this. This is hypothetical. මෙහෙම එන්නේ නැහැ. Definitely you will not go like that. ජීවිතේට මෙහෙම වෙන්නේ නැහැ, right? forever. Like nothing will happen like that. මෙහෙම කොහොමත් වෙන්නේ නැහැ. This is your path. Right? This is your path. Slowly increasing. අර මං කිව්වා වගේ අර approach කරන විදිහම මං කිව්වේ questions MCQ per week කරන්න එහෙම. එතකොට you will increase your mark. හරි ඒ කියන්නේ ඒක it's a stepwise process. You can't increase your marks within 1 week, within 2 weeks. එහෙම බෑ. මේක යන්නේ process එකක්. වැඩි වෙනවා අඩු වෙනවා වැඩි වෙනවා අඩු වෙනවා. Right? One example is one of the student who came to my class at the beginning. He had only maybe 50 marks, 50 to 60 maybe. Now he is scoring 70 plus, right? He is scoring 70 plus, right? He is scoring 70 plus, 75 to 70 to 75 maybe, right? 70 to 75. මෙන්න මේ range එකේ ඉන්නේ. That's what I'm telling. It's not a direct process. ඒක කෙලින්ම මෙහෙම වැඩි වෙන්නේ නැහැ. ඔයාගේ marks වැඩි වෙනවා අඩු වෙනවා. You fix your mistakes. Let's say you got the let's say you got some MCQ wrong. මොකක් හරි let's say phase equilibrium MCQ you got wrong. ඒක වැරදුනේ ඇයි කියලා බලන්න. ඒකලා you have to fix your mistake. Mistake එක හැදුවා ආයි ඒ ප්‍රශ්න කරා. Then you're okay with that question. If you have the chance you can do a question similar to that. This is when the shadow papers come into play. Let's say you got the 2017 25th MCQ wrong. ඒ question එක කරා එක වැරදුනා. You try that question again, then you do the shadow paper 25th question. එකම question එක යන්නේ. හරිද? එකම question එක යන්නේ අර මං කිව්වේ මේ අර වීඩියෝ එකක් දාලා තිබ්බ shadow papers වලට. ඒකේ මං කිව්වා අර equilibrium question එකට අමතරව අර වෙන units වලින් දෙනවා කියලා. ඒවට අමතරව like inorganic and organic and gases energetics ඒවා හැම අර shadow කරලා තියෙන්නේ ඔක්කොම right? The same question pattern I have changed it into a new question pattern and then I have given it like that. ඒක අර පොඩ්ඩක් වෙනස් කරලා දාලා තියෙන්නේ. එතකොට මේ you can use those kind of techniques. So everything is provided to you. ඔයාට කරන්න තියෙන වැඩ කරන එක විතරයි right? Is there any more things I should discuss? Organic. Organic. ඒක මට කියන්න බෑ ඉතින් මෙතන special meeting එක right? I can't tell you how to study organic because actually I have completed organic in the class. ඒක තව තියෙනවා කරන්න. මම organic කරේ මෙහෙම. This is how I did organic. Organic people you can break down organic into reactions. ඒ කියන්නේ normal only reactions. මම class එකේ උගන්වුවෙත් මෙහෙම. Reactions and then isomerism and then identifications, variations, right? Reactions, isomerisms, identification, variations, mechanisms and then finally nomenclature. මේක නම් එක MCQ එකක් යනවා එච්චරයි. Then making only one MCQ is there in the A-level paper. Definitely it will be there. හරිද? එතකොට people මේ this is how I did organic. එතකොට මේකේ මම reactions පාඩම් කරලා reactions වලින් කරන්න පුළුවන් මොනවද conversions. That is all you can do. Reactions ටික ඔක්කොම cover කරගත්තා. ඒකෙන් conversions කරා. හරිද? Isomerism කරා, fourth structure essay කරා. You're going to learn isomerism then fourth structure essay directly. Identifications also goes with this one, right? And also some MCQs might be there. Variations, people, you know, boiling point variation is there. Boiling point variation, solubility variation, water solubility, and then carbocation stability, right? Carbocation stability is there, and then basicity variation, and then acidity variation. ඔහොම කඩන්න බලවන්නේ right? All of these there could be an MCQ in your paper or a statement question මොකක් හරි එන්න බලවන්. හරිද? මේ වගේ topic එකක් අනිවාර්යෙන් එන්න බලවන්. The other one is mechanisms. Mechanisms, people, in the structured essay paper you can get, or essay paper you can get, or as a MCQ you can get. Right? There are three possibilities for this one. Nomenclature, of course, there is one MCQ in the A-level paper which you will definitely get. මෙහෙම තමයි organic ඉගෙන ගත්තේ. So if you have a method of classifying organic into these parts and studying separately, it might help you a lot. Because I personally studied organic like this. මම මෙහෙම ඔක්කොම ටික එකට බදාගෙන ඒ කියන්නේ when you talk about alkenes, they talk about mechanisms and then reactions and then identifications, everything all together. බෑනේ කරන්න, people can't do all together. You have to separate them. ඉස්සෙල්ලා reactions කරන්න. Reactions කරද්දී you have to look at the temperatures, catalysts used and everything, right? එහෙම ගිහිල්ලා මේ just cover reactions first and then practice conversions. එතකොට ඒක ඉවරයිනේ, finished. Then isomerism, then force structure effect. ඒක ඉවරයි. Identifications. Then you can do this MCQ, right? And you can involve this in the fourth structure essay also, identifications. Lucas test, right? All those things you can study in organic as parts like this. Make a කරලා බලන්න. Right? Anyone else with any more issues? General knowledge paper, general English paper, don't even look at those things. ඒක අහුලක් වෙන්නේ නැහැ people. If you have common sense, then you can go in the general knowledge paper. General English people, no need to do a single paper. Don't worry about it. It will be easy as hell. A-level paper, A-level English paper is also very easy and it's like the O-level paper. Don't worry about that. ඒක ගණන් ගන්න එපා. Don't even worry about the general knowledge, general English papers. I am swearing to you, right? I'm telling you, do not even worry about general knowledge paper. හරිද? උඹලා science නේ කරන්නේ. හරිද? Science කරනවා කියන්නේ උඹලට මේ general knowledge paper එකකින් maybe around 15 MCQs you can do with science and maths. හරිද? ඒක ගණන් ගන්නවත් එපා. Don't even think about it. What to do for forgetting the early things? Do papers. මන් දුන්නේ මේක. කලින් පාඩම් කරපුවා, if they are important then you will repeat them in the questions. 2 MCQ papers per week කරනවා. shadow paper එකයි A-level paper එකයි. අර මන් දුන්නේ plan එක 12 17 18 19 20 right? ඒක කරන්න ඒ විදිහට, because you will revise your stuff with time. ඒ කියන්නේ කලින් week එකේ කරපුවා අනිවාර්යෙන් revise වෙනවානේ. It's a full paper, right? It's a full paper. Definitely you will get revision by doing papers, right? Papers are the only way to revise. Yes, after bio, after physics, after chemistry only you have general knowledge and general English. First you have general English, then finally you have general knowledge paper. No, they don't give S passes in general knowledge. This is how they score in general knowledge. 1 MCQ 2 marks. හරිද? 1 MCQ equal 2 marks. So there are 50 MCQs, right? 50 MCQs and then altogether 100 marks ne. Etakota people, the pass mark is 30. If you have MCQs, if you have scored more than 30, then you are eligible for the university. That's all. And also people, if you fail this, if you fail general knowledge, if you manage to only get 28, then people you can't register in a university. You can apply, but you can't register. Let's say you got selected to medicine, and you won't be again. I ලියන්න දෙන්නේ නැහැ. හරිද? again I biochemistry physics I එහෙම ලියන්න ඕනේ නැහැ. You can have that result. The only thing is general knowledge. General knowledge you can write in the next year. Next year you can write general knowledge again, right? ඒක fail වුණා again you failed second time. Then you can do it the third time. Third time also fail, එහෙනම් බෑ, right? එතකොට බෑ. You can't go to university. General knowledge paper එකේ හැම fail වෙන්නේ නැහැ. හරිද? It's very easy. හරිද? මෙච්චර ගොන් වෙන්නේ නැහැ නේ කවුරුත්, right? General knowledge paper is very easy. You will get it the first time. Actually you have to get only 15 MCQs correct. Right? Only 15 MCQs you have to get correct. හරිද? Only 15 MCQs you have to get correct. හරිද? ඒ කියන්නේ මේකේ මුකුත් නැහැ. English වලින් තියෙනවා. You have some questions with English. English වලින් MCQs 5ක් විතර තියෙනවා. Maths, O-level maths වලින් තියෙනවා MCQs maybe like 3 to 4 MCQs. And then science වලින් තියෙනවා, right? MCQs තියෙනවා. General knowledge you have some MCQs like recently what happened, cricket, football and stuff. Other than that, logic means like pattern recognition, IQ and those things you have some MCQs. ඒ ටික තමයි තියෙන්නේ, right? There's nothing much important. Only 30 marks you have to get. That means you have to get only 15 MCQs correct. ඒක ගැන හිතන්න එපා. Don't worry about general knowledge. We have more problems to deal with. Hari, that's all. Is that all, everyone? ප්‍රශ්න තියෙනවද? ප්‍රශ්න. You won't get a pass in A pass, B pass කියලා දෙන්නේ නැහැ general knowledge වලට. Only you get the mark. ඒ කියන්නේ ඔයාගේ result sheet එකේ marks ටික වැටලා තියෙන්නේ. Any issues? Nothing? දැන් මගේ first shy people first shy English A and general knowledge 44 හරිද? ඒ කියන්නේ මගේ 22 තමයි හරි ගිහිල්ලා තියෙන්නේ. General knowledge 44. So that means pass, right? That is pass. Second shy also I wrote it. මම නිකන් ඉන්න එක ගිහිල්ලා ලිව්වා, right? Then general knowledge I got 56 in the second shy. මේ English something bad happened people. After writing the second paper in the morning, then afternoon we had 1 hour break. And then people, I played in the ground and then I dislocated my arm, right hand. I couldn't write the part 1 properly. ඒ කියන්නේ මං ලියන්න බැරි වුණා. Imagine writing a paper with dislocated arm. I definitely wrote it. ඒක හින්දා I got a B. හරි. ඒක I have never got a B in my entire life for English, right? ඒක ආවේ අර dislocated arm එක හින්දා, right? Because I wrote the part 1 with a dislocated arm. I couldn't write anything actually. ඒක අර that pain is like excruciating pain. Unless something like this happens, people don't even worry about the English paper. First I had a A, definitely. I finished the paper before like 2 hours. එකලා නිදාගත්තා මේ වේගේ. That's the thing. Right? So don't even worry about those 2 papers. ඒකයි දැන් දෙන්නෙක් ඇහුවා ඒකයි මේ කිව්වේ. හරිද? ඒක ගැන හිතන්න එපා. Don't even worry, right? Anything else? Nothing? Everyone? Do you want to know about anything regarding this A level something, right? මොනවා හරි දැනගන්න තියෙනවද? Nothing? No. Okay. Right then, people, continue the plan I gave you. I hope you took a screenshot or something of the plan. Make sure you continue that until then. If you didn't get a screenshot, I'll be uploading this in as a recording on YouTube. You can watch it later. Yeah. Okay then, people. You can start working now. Create everything I told you. Make it happen because you have the ability to do it and you have the courage to do it. That's why you're here, right? If you're there here still in this meeting listening, that means you have the willingness to do this unless you're asleep, right? Unless you're sleeping in the meeting at home. Otherwise, you have the proper courage to do this. That means you can do it, right? Just do it correctly as I told you. ඒ විදිහටම කරන්න shadow papers වල join වෙන්න. Now in the revision people next month we are starting phase equilibrium Raoult's law side. That means the heterogeneous phase equilibrium we are starting. Any more things? Nothing, right? Bio and physics, I will not be able to tell it now. I told it like in the previous special meeting, like way back. Right then, people. I wanted to give something for chemistry. මට chemistry තමයි main target එක තිබ්බේ අද. මට bio physics වලට ඒක දෙකටම කියන්න time එකක් මදි වෙනවා. ඒකයි මම අද chemistry වලට විතරක් දුන්නේ. Normally I give it for physics. Yes. Yeah. Okay then people, you can leave the meeting. Thank you for joining. Best of luck and then keep working. Yep. Okay. Bye bye.